I live in the past. I can't seem to get over anything I've ever done or any mistake I've ever made. And everything I ever do, if it's bad, is the worst thing that I've ever done in my whole entire life. There is no in between for me. It's either good or horribly catastrophic, in my mind at least. There is a quote I really enjoy from Lao Tzu, who was a Chinese philosopher or thinker. He says, if you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present. The idea behind this quote is that you not only do you need to live in the present because it's the most important part of your life, it's happening right there in front of you, but it's the idea that you can be content in simplicity, that your mind doesn't have to going at 100 miles an hour all the time to be happy. And if you live in the past and if you think about everything you've ever done wrong all the time, you're never ever gonna get to that point of contentment. I think a main thing that I do a lot is ruminate on the past. It's literally like my one major trait. I overthink and I relive. So it's like I'm thinking about what I did and then I'm reliving it, and it's a vicious cycle. It's a circle. It's a circle. I start and I do something bad or make a mistake or say the wrong thing, or things don't go the way that I planned to. And so I lose control on a situation. I think about the thing that I did for the next week. I then kind of forget it or, move on. And then if something bad happens, or if I redo something bad, suddenly I remember every single little thing I've ever done in my whole life and every single bad thing I've ever done in my whole life. And we start from zero, where it starts again, where I'm thinking and I'm ruminating, and all I can think about is what a horrible person I am, and how I'm never going to change, and how I'm never going to get better. That is my life. Now we need to think about things that could make me maybe feel a little bit better about it, or how do we fix this? I don't have the answer for you. This is still the main problem that I live with. I don't think I can ever change. I don't know if I will ever be able to change. And that's okay. But I can definitely put things in place to get better and to try and not do this as much. And first off, mistakes are normal. If you're not making mistakes, you're not learning and you're not progressing in your life. You're a human. Nobody gave you a rule book on how to be you, okay? You're unique in the way that you think of things. You're unique in the way that you feel things. So you're going to be unique in the way that you act and the choices that you make. And sometimes they're going to be the wrong ones. And on that note, nobody cares as much as you think they do. If you think that the person you talked badly to, or the fact that you lost, a key, current problem, or the fact that you forgot an appointment, that person in front of you isn't going to care for more than like a couple hours. They're going to move on with their lives and they're not going to think about it anymore. You need to be more gracious with yourself, and you need to not hold yourself to such a high standard. You're not perfect. Stop being a perfectionist about everything that you do and every interaction you ever have, because it will never go that way. And that's okay. Each time something bad happens, instead of rethinking about it, every time you visualize this bad thing, maybe try and talk to yourself. If you're reliving it, you're like, ugh, why does this matter? Does this person even care? Put it into context. Put it into right now, present you context. Has it taught you anything? Have you learned anything from it? Do the people involved even care anymore? Do you care anymore? A big thing I've learned is that regret is pointless. Doesn't really serve a purpose, does it? I mean, what do you do with all that regret? What, you get to the end of your life, think about everything bad you've ever done, and you die that way? Your life isn't in a culmination of all the bad things you've done, but in the opposite, a culmination of all the good things you've done and all the great things you've given this world and given the people around you. Regret is so stupid and serves no purpose. Why do we feel it so much? Why is it ingrained in our brain so much? Don't regret anything. Why do we regret things? Why can we not just move on with our lives? Why is that so impossible for us? Why is it so hard for me to move on? I do not know. The thing is, we're fear-based creatures. We avoid bad things and we fear consequences. We get embarrassed because we're so scared of everything. That's our being. Embarrassment and being hurt, those are things that we fear. If you get embarrassed sometimes, honestly, I think I've been way better at not caring for the embarrassment that I feel and being so true to the person that I am and so happy with the person that I am that it's fine and that it's not that big of a deal. I think that I've been better at just feeling less embarrassed. And again, mistakes are lessons. They are so important in moving forward with your life and becoming the best person that you can be. Let's try and be kinder to ourselves, more patient, more gracious, and accept that we all probably feel this way about ourselves, but the people in front of us are so fixated on their own mistakes and their own beings that they don't care what we did. They really don't. I really do hate my brain sometimes.